Welcome back to Soul Moon Rising Tarot. I am Jennifer. If you are here for the first time, welcome. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. We are glad that you are here. Today, we are going to do tea and tarot time. So I have questions to answer from you guys that you give me either on Facebook or Instagram. So we're going to answer those. First and foremost, what tea am I drinking today? So I have my favorite Tinkerbell mug. Today's tea is from the Steeping Room. It is a green tea, beautiful coconut, right out of my Sip Spy box from a couple months ago, I think. I like to keep the variety. So today, it's a loose leaf tea, green tea. Love me some tea. So let's get started. Okay, so first question I have right here a whole list of questions. First question is from Bo. How will this new job work out? So let's see if we can't get you an answer, Bo. So as you see, I have a bunch of decks lined out. So for all the different advice that may be needed, or encouragement, or whatever's called for today. So each one of these questions is going to get a 3-card reading, as well as a spirit animal card. All right, so we have the Queen of Swords, the 9 of Swords, and the 3 of Pentacles. So I'll show you these cards. So the Queen of Swords is about learning, about teaching, about growing. So you do still have stuff to learn and grow. However, there are definitely going to be struggles that keep you up at night. That doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be a bad thing. Maybe this new job has some hurdle that you need to overcome in order to be a productive craftsman of your chosen trade and actually earn you money. So, it is encouraging that you have the Pentacles, which does tend to correspond with money, but you do have a lot of Swords, which usually can go with struggles. So you have some struggle going on, but as long as you make it through the struggles that come to you, you will be a master craftsman in your chosen field. So whether that happens to be this particular job that you have, or whether it means that there's a different job that is better fit for you, just know that the struggles are real, but you will get through them. Okay, so let's pull you a spirit animal card and see what kind of guidance you'll get this during this time. All right, fine. This one here wants to. Dolphin spirit. This and that are true. All right, so you've got truth here that you need to take note of. So only you are going to know exactly what that truth is. So make sure you listen to yourself and to your guides, and don't ignore them. Don't ignore the truth. Face it head on, get through those struggles so that you can be the most productive that you can possibly be. I hope that helped you, Bo. So if you have any more questions, just drop us a comment, and I'll see if I can't get any more clarity for you. Okay, so the next question comes from Lisa, and Lisa asks, are things going to start looking up for me soon? Well, let's hope so, but let's see what the cards say. All right. Well, things start looking up for Lisa. All right, Lisa, you have the card of Justice, the King of Wands, and Temperance. So Justice obviously can be taken two ways, good, bad, or indifferent. Justice just is. The King of Wands. He always looks so contemplative to me. And Temperance. So Temperance is a lot about peace. Obviously, well, so in the end, you're going to have peace here, but justice has to take its course first. Justice isn't always fair, but it is what needs to happen. So things in your life that you might consider bad might happen, but then again, it could be a good thing as well. So, for example, I had a really, really tough year last year with very close family members passing away. And while it was extremely difficult and felt like the universe was picking on me, not necessarily me particularly, but my family in general, it was so much better for those people that they were no longer in this plane. My grandfather was very sick. He didn't want to be here anymore. He hated the way he had to live. And I hated to see him that way. And my husband's grandmother was the same way. You know, she was ready to be with her past husbands. So, you know, it's not always a bad thing when justice is served. Also called karma. You know, sometimes there's some karma that needs to be played out before anything else can happen. And again, that's not always a bad thing. Okay, so make sure you try and look on the bright side if it feels like a bad thing to you. See if you can see the light that is in the situation. So now as for the King of Wands, okay, so a king, think of a king, he's always strong, he's in power, you know, most people depend on him, and this is what's going to happen for you right now. So you are going to be the one that's depended on. You're going to need to be there to show your strength, good, bad, indifferent, in whatever the situation brings. Make sure you use your own intuition. Like I said, this guy always looks so like he's contemplating life to me, like he's trying to figure things out. And you have very good intuition, so use it, okay? If people need to rely on you, let them. You will be taken care of as far as your personal guides go. You will have that holy backing, so to speak. All right, so now the Temperance card, okay? So Temperance, again, this card in and of itself is very peaceful, but there's a lot of creative energy in it, growing things. You know, he kind of looks like he's mixing things in the goblets. You know, there's rainbows, there's angels, you've got flowing waters. So I feel it's very good. The outcome, in essence, is going to be something that builds creativity, whether it's just in you or whether it's in you know, your whole environment. Something is going to be created that's going to be peaceful, that's going to be good, and that's going to be loving. So hopefully that at least gives you a little bit of encouragement with everything that you've got going on right now. Let's pull a spirit card, or excuse me, a spirit animal card, and see what guidance you can have during this time. All right, who is Lisa's spirit animal right now? All right, Lisa, you get the starfish spirit, open to infinite possibilities. So there's a lot of things that could happen, but don't worry about what will happen. I mean, what's going to happen is going to happen regardless of if you try and stop it or not. Because let's face it, karma, I mean, justice has to be served. So take heed in your spirit guides, take comfort in them. That's what they're there for. They will help you through whatever comes to pass. Okay, so there is a million different possibilities, and whatever happens, they're going to be there for you and they're going to help support you. So I hope this gave you at least a little bit of encouragement and makes you feel a little bit better about what may or may not happen in the near future. Okay, so our next question comes from Karen. What is the next step in building the foundation towards the dream? Dreaming big, Karen. That's always the next step, right? Let's see what the cards have to say. What is Karen's next step to building her dream? Okay. Ooh. All right, so you have the Princess of Cups in reverse. Okay. You have the Death card. Now don't freak out about the Death card. Death just means transition. And you have the Seven of Swords. Okay, so here, so with the Princess in Cups usually means creativity and, letting the ideas flow. So right now you obviously are feeling stuck. The ideas are not flowing. They're not coming to you right now, which obviously comes to your question that you're asking, what's the next step? So you're in a point of transition right now. Something's coming to an end and a new beginning is either happening right now or very, very soon. That would be the Death card. Okay. So it's like a new chapter in your life is about to start. Now, in this chapter, you need to be aware of somebody that may seem genuine, may seem helpful, but they're being deceitful and you need to call them out on it. Okay. So this right here is your next step. You need to call out that person that is either not pulling their weight or they're taking more than their share and not doing what they said that they would be doing. So this here is going to be the important step before the next phase after that can come to pass. So I'm feeling like I need to pull a Angel Goddess Ascended Master card for you here. Because I think that they might have a little bit more encouragement for you, because I know the cards are kind of not exactly an answer that you want to hear. Okay, so all right. So you have Goddess Maya and Ruby Aura Quartz, Searing Presence. Okay. So maybe it's your presence here that's going to keep this person honest and on the right track so that the dishonesty doesn't happen, so that it doesn't take out your dream. It doesn't counteract what you actually are trying to do. Okay. So, all right, let's pull your spirit animal card and see what we get here. My hands are super small, guys, so sometimes shuffling some of these decks is quite difficult, especially like this one that's kind of new. All right, what is Karen's spirit animal that is going to help with her dream? Woo, you got a few of them, Karen. All right, so these guys, all of these guys are helping you and they're on your side, okay? So you have the canary, sing your own song, be yourself, okay? So you are very, very, very in touch with nature right now. Stag spirit, take the lead, which makes sense. Sometimes life stings, okay? The wasp. So this comes back to that person that's going to be deceitful. It may be a close friend or family member. that maybe doesn't support what you're doing or tries to counteract what you're doing. The moth spirit, so surrender now. Obviously, you need to make sure and surrender to your own spirit guides. And so you need to let them help you, okay? The badger, be fearless and bold. Kind of goes along the line with being yourself, all right? Don't hide from anybody or anything, all right? Let it shine. Let your light shine. Be yourself and reclaim your power. So all of these are very, very encouraging. It looks like you have a little bit of personal power struggle. Maybe you've been hiding kind of yourself lately. Be you. Be the you that the world needs, okay? So you've got lots of guides in your corner that are going to help you do exactly that. They're going to help you get past this deceitful person, and they're going to support you in what you have in mind for your dream. So make sure your presence is known, and this deceitful person is not okay. Call them out on whatever they happen to have in store for you. So, not necessarily a complete answer, but this is what the guides say that you need to know right now. So, take heed in the warning, and hopefully this doesn't affect anything that you have going on, or you can get past it very quickly. All right, so our next question comes from Deanna. What is my calling in this life? So this is a fantastic question, Deanna. It is a hard one for most people to answer. I'm actually going to use a different deck than my standard tarot deck over here. I'm going to go for this one, the Working My Light deck, because I think it'll give a little bit better answer. And I might, again, throw in a goddess card just to see if they can help with the answer. So, all right. What is Deanna's calling in this lifetime? All right, so I'm going to pull 2 cards out of here. Ooh. Okay, so far we have boundaries, where you need to establish better boundaries. And Star Mother, how can you mother yourself? So far, it's looking like self-care. All right. What advice do you have for Deanna? All right, so you've got the goddess Gaia and ocean jasper, goodwill. Okay, so what I'm seeing here for you, Deanna, is you actually have a calling to teach people about boundaries, okay? This is something that you may be particularly good at, or maybe you actually need to learn this yourself. And the best way to learn something is to actually teach it. So essentially, you're going to be like a mother. A mother is like the ultimate teacher. They're with you from birth all the way until their own passing, and they impart as much possible knowledge in you as they can. Now, who is the mother of us all? Goddess Gaia. We are the children of the earth. So therefore, Gaia is going to be here to help you teach these others that need to learn their own boundaries. Now, this may be something with, the actual earth itself. So maybe you're gifted in, I don't know, growing things, or you're gifted in teaching people how to respect the planet, or to respect animals on the planet, or whatever that may look for you. But your earthly gift has something to do with nature, okay? And teaching people, kind of mothering them and teaching them how to establish the boundaries that they need to establish with this particular gift. So, for example, I do a lot of gardening. So, if it was me, then I would be teaching people not just how to garden, but how to actually take care of, say, a tomato plant so that it doesn't get infested with different bugs, or how you can keep mice away, or something like that. Now, I'm not saying that that's exactly what you need to do, but this is what I'm seeing. So you're going to be educating people on how to set up those boundaries to take care of the little piece of earth that you are the most gifted in knowledge. And Gaia is going to help you with that, because Gaia is all about goodwill, and assisting others is the best will that you can possibly have. So let's look at your spirit guides over here. What spirit animal will assist Deanna in her life adventure? So you have the lizard spirit. Dream the world into being. So the possibilities are infinite. I mean, you can dream up your particular little piece of the world and bring it into fruition. And somebody needs the expertise that you have. Maybe even you don't even realize you have anything in this area. I mean, you're obviously a fantastic teacher at something, and hopefully you know what that something is. I would love to know, because I don't know, maybe I need your expertise. Maybe somebody I know needs your expertise. So leave me a comment. Let me know what you are fantastic at, because that is where you need to head. That's where you need to go, where your life calling is. All right, guys, we have one last question. So the next question is from Crotty. I hope I said that right. Got this one from Instagram. She asks, what are his feelings for me, and do you have any advice pertaining to him? So this is a love question. Let's see, which deck do we want to use? I'm feeling we'll start with tarot, but I'm thinking that you need a crystal mandala oracle card as well. So we'll do a couple of tarot cards, and then we'll pull one of the other cards. All right. Ooh, Nine of Wands and the Hermit. Interesting. Okay. All right, and then you have Angel Raziel, Storm Wisdom. Okay, so first of all, the Nine of Wands. All right, so you have here a wounded warrior, somebody that's kind of standing his ground. He's been through so much. In this case, you've been through so much that it's not always wise to pursue more. This person's at their guard. They are, this person's not ready. They're damaged. Okay. So even if you might be ready right now, leave it alone. Okay. So that's another thing with the Hermit. The Hermit is all about self-reflection. about learning. I actually really love the Hermit. The Hermit and I have a he's always looking after me kind of thing. So it's time to learn more about you and your interest in what you have to give the world, okay? So with the Storm Wisdom card here, you feel like you're going through this upheaval, this huge life storm. Write it out, all right? It's going to be okay. Take note of the different lessons that come along during this storm. There are things that you need to learn within this storm that is going to help you later in life, okay? So if absolutely nothing comes from this particular person, don't worry about it. It's absolutely okay. Okay, so do not pursue him, but do not, what am I looking for? Don't be standoffish. Okay, so allow him to come to you if he chooses when he is ready, but do not actively pursue him. Instead, focus on you, focus on what you have going on in your life and making you a better person so that it will attract the exact right person to you. And really, that's the way it goes. Become the person that you want to come to you. That's how the law of attraction works, okay? So become who you want to love. All right? Become who you want to love you. That's what your job is right now. Let's pull a spirit animal card and see what wisdom they have for us. So your spirit animal is the hawk. Let spirit be your guide. Okay, so that goes right along with what I was saying. Let the guides take you where you need to go. Okay, allow them to help you through your storm and teach you the lessons that you need so that you can be the best you and attract the best person for you. All right, so that is your message. And hopefully that made sense. Leave us a comment if you have any more questions. Thank you everybody that submitted a question, and I hope you got a little encouragement from your card readings, or at least got a little more clarification on the situation at hand. And next time, watch for our post on Instagram or in one of the Facebook groups, and you can maybe get your question answered too. So if you have any other questions or anything, you're welcome to email me. My email is in the description, or you can follow us on any of our social platforms, which are also in the description. So for now, if you enjoyed this content, please give us a like, subscribe to your channel, and we will see you next time. From my light to yours, namaste.